Voltron Network.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Talking at the Movies, the Loki Minisode. Yeah. This is episode 3.
This is episode 3, Lamentis.
Yeah. How'd you find this?
Wow, this was a great episode, right? I bet a lot of people, I haven't really looked at what the reaction has been like, but I bet a lot of people were going, well, this was such a talky episode. There wasn't a lot of action.
I've heard one that said that,
But
it's a lot more character-based, this one.
Exactly. It's like you can have 50 minutes of two characters just talking as long as it's good talking, right? And I've got to say, I've got to get your opinion on this. Lady Loki, she's quite fine.
You're in love with everybody, man. Yeah, she's fine. She's cool. Yeah, shit. Where do we start, man? Where do we start? They were really putting out the bucket in terms of, like, I don't understand, Mo. Before we get into what actually happened this episode, like, this show obviously has a massive budget. The sets were impressive within this when they're on Lamentis 1, the town that they were in, the planet coming. But the thing is, it still looked TV. But I don't understand why that's still a thing in this day and age when everything is digital. Why is there a difference between what movies look like and TV? It's
what
the quality.
Bits look TV? What
The
bits
sets,
look TV?
No, it's the quality of the image. It just looked TV. It didn't have the texture. But I don't get. It's not film anymore. It made sense in the 90s when they were film stock and those cameras were way more expensive compared to the TV cameras. But now when it's all digital, why is there that separation? Why can't everything just look the same? Like, I don't get why there's still that difference.
If you got like a specific scene in mind, I don't think. It all looked film quality to me.
Just generally, like, the scale was there. Like, it looked impressive. Like, I could see the sets were cool. Everything. Like, I'm like, yeah, there's money here, but just the image isn't there. And I'm thinking, why isn't
image? Do you think it's the image, or do you think things just looked a little bit fake? Because that is a problem in this high definition 4K era.
Maybe it's the high definition aspect of it, but no. If this exact set was in like Guardians of the Galaxy, it wouldn't look fake because the quality of the image is different. It's a lot more, I don't know.
Yeah, textured. But Guardians of the Galaxy is a film, right? They spend a lot more money on a film than they do on a TV series per episode.
Yeah, this is true, but these sets still looked good. I don't think it was the sets. I think it's the image that I was having. Because even when they're sitting on the train, I'm thinking, this looks good, but it looks TV. Like, why?
I tell you what, when you I tell you what, when you come over on Saturday, let's watch a couple of minutes on my telly with like 4K HDR. I'm telling you, you might want to play around with settings on your TV. I don't know if you've ever sat there and really fiddled with it.
Man. Maybe it's a matter of opinion on.
Is yours like out of the box? Have you ever changed anything? Have you turned the processing off? Does all your TV look like the soap operas? Does everything like EastEnders to you?
No, but when I watch a film, it still looks like a film. Yeah. There's still the difference visually. It shouldn't. I don't know. Maybe it's a subjective thing. Maybe I'm just picky and visually. Anyway, talk about the episode.
So we find out a little bit about Loki, Mrs. Loki.
If
or whatever
that's who
she
she
calls
is.
herself. Yeah, Lady Loki.
Well, if she's Lady Loki, a lot of talk. Her name's Sylvia, which is an actual character in Marvel that's separate from Lady Loki, who Loki gave powers to, magical abilities, and she actually looks a lot like that character looks in the comic book with the blonde hair. And you think there could be a mishmash of the characters? Is there an Enchantress in there, another character?
Isn't everyone just pushing that she might be Masofu or whatever that person's name was? For the one that the one who did everyone think was going to be in Wonder Vision?
No one's saying
not Wonder Vision.
Him, the devil. Yeah,
is that like the go-to? that everyone comes out with Mephisto.
No.
That's the one. Yeah, the go-to.
There's no clue for that.
Right. So we find out she's got like some unusual powers, but she's like what her powers work. Right, she can literally go into your mind, and she has to make you think that you're in some form of illusion to get stuff out of you.
Like Enchantress, another character people saying this could be or inspired by. Yeah, man. But let's start from the beginning. How did it start?
So basically, it's the end of the last episode. They go through the little portal, right?
Mm-hmm.
They escape from the time police, And
Minutemen.
she is at the Time Bureau trying to get to the timekeepers.
Before that, though, we're actually seeing her in the TVA guard, the Minuteman, the woman that she kidnaps.
Yes, yeah. That's what I was saying at the beginning. Like she's basically making this chick look like. And I didn't actually catch on what was going on there. Did you did you get that straight away?
Once she asked where the Time Guardians are, that's when it's like, oh, okay, this is a
no. So there is another mystery that comes out later in this episode.
Yeah.
And it's hinted right in that first scene.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. But obviously there was no way to know that at that time. Thought it was just this general illusion that she'd created. But I guess we might as well say it. It turns out that she reveals to Loki that she went into her mind and pulled out a memory to before she was at the TVA, which shows that they have lived lives, whereas what's his face told Loki that they're all born there, they're all created to serve the timekeepers, but that's bullshit. They're deviants or variants.
They're all variants, right? So that means every single one of these people has committed some form of time crime.
Possibly.
That's what makes you a variant, right? Because you've got to have done something in time.
And they've had their memories wiped. Yeah. And they've been enlisted. So that shows that Owen Wilson's memory, his obsession with jet skis is a memory of a previous life that's still stuck there.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if we see that later on then. I wonder if we see like a flashback to his former life.
Or committing a bank robbery and escaping on a jet ski. How's he going to react to being told? That's the shit I'm wondering, man. Like, how's Loki going to broach that subject? And who are the fucking timekeepers?
I wonder if that's going to be Lady Loki, right? I wonder if she's going to go and enchant him and he then gets to see a memory.
That could be one way of doing it. That could be one way.
Yeah. But then that means you could potentially bring down the whole TVA, right?
True. But it depends. Who are the freaking timekeepers? Like, are they who the tales, the stories say that they are, these three? Probably not. It's probably just some dude in a dressing gown. It might be like, Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. I am looking forward to that reveal, but I do feel as though they built that mystery up so much it could only be disappointment at this point.
That's true. That is very true.
Yeah.
What if it's another Loki?
Oh, could you imagine that? Like the whole time.
What's it? They're supposed to be. What's the actor's name? British actor Richard E. Grant. Yeah.
Yep.
He's supposed to be in this show. Like, he was one of the people announced to be part of this cast.
He looks like a Loki, doesn't he?
He does. Very much so. Like, if there was an older version of Loki, he has to be the one playing it. And if that's not the case, then he has got to be one of the timekeepers, if not the timekeeper.
Interesting. I also I'm also very amused that no matter how advanced technology gets, no matter how futuristic it gets, it's still bloody useless when it runs out of battery.
Yes, fucking no one can figure out the conundrum of eternal batteries, man. Perpetual power. So then it's after we see that image, that kind of flashback, we see Loki basically following Sylvia through the portal, continuing from the last episode, and it turns out that they're right back at the TVA.
Yep.
And that she's kind of making her way. I think she didn't realize apparently that powers don't work there. Because remember, she tried to.
That did come as it did look like as a bit of a surprise. So would that mean that that's the first time she's been there?
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, definitely first time. But it doesn't matter because she continues to whoop ass single-handedly. How brave are you got to be to fight someone who's got a friggin' stick that can completely disintegrate you just by brushing you? Like, fuck that.
I guess we don't really know what her real motivations and her end game is, right? So she's obviously incredibly motivated to do this.
Yeah, I'm really starting to think that she isn't a Loki, because remember how much she hated being referred to as Loki as well whenever he called her that. Don't call me that. I'm really starting to feel like she's something else or someone else. Yeah,
but isn't it like they just had different upbringings?
Possible. That is possible. But we never heard her backstory. She never told it. We heard all of Loki. Yeah. But anyway, Loki follows her, confronts her in the corridor after she beats up the guards. And the TVA, the head judge, I'm forgetting the name of the actress, something raw, confronts them, and then they escape by
Yeah, that bit wasn't really clear to me. I wasn't sure whether they'd opened the portal and escaped, or whether it was like something that the TVA guards had done.
No, they done it because they were trying to kill them. But yeah, Loki had gotten hold of the, what was it called? I've got the thing written down here somewhere. We got to get the names
Temporal
right.
something.
It's called a tempad. He got
Oh,
hold of a
tempad.
tempad,
Temporal
opened
pad.
up a door, opened up a little doorway, and they landed in the name of the episode, Lamentis 1. And landed
bad
on the
luck was that?
tempad, which broke it. Actually, no, it was what was it broke? No, it ran out of battery and then he broke it later
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, is when he got thrown out the train that it broke. I
Yeah.
actually thought maybe he was joking that it was broken, like it was an illusion or something.
That's what I was thinking the whole time. He was just gonna, it was because tricks the god. Like it's gonna be right to the very last minute, and then he'll be like, oh, well, he'll get what he wants from her or some sort of information, and he'll be like, okay, thanks for telling me, and he'll finally pull it out and let's go. It still might happen. Still got another episode for that to happen.
Oh, absolutely. I think we've got another 3 to go, right? So still can happen.
Yeah, definitely. But I think they'll only be stuck on this because look, literally we're right at the final minutes of this planet, so it's got to be the next episode they bounce out of there.
So essentially we find out that this planet, the moon, is falling apart, and all of its little bits are
collision.
Like flying onto it, and they are going to collide.
Yeah. Fuck, that'll be. You think they left it to the last minute to get the fuck out of there? Because it's not like you can't see it coming.
It's because you can tell this sort of thing is going to happen like years in advance. But I guess if it's anything like Planet Earth, they probably all ignored it. Fake news. It wasn't really going to happen.
Oh my god. Jeez. Now that you said it, if that does happen, something like that happens, or a meteorite comes, you imagine the people that be like, "It's bullshit. They're just saying that to control us. It's a psyop." Wow, we are doomed as a race, man. We're just too stupid.
Absolutely are.
Anyway,
absolutely are. But I really like the scene that came up here, right, where they find that old woman sitting in her home just with a gun guarding all her stuff, and the way that Loki like transforms himself.
Honey, I missed you so much.
He never said anything that nice to me in all of his life.
I know, it's fucking crazy. Like, why? Why would he suddenly think she would be fooled by that, considering he was talking to her in his regular English voice just 2 seconds earlier? That's true.
And then I love the way Sylvia goes, "Was that diplomacy?" I do love the banter between these two.
I do like
the chemistry between them is absolutely intense.
Yeah, they found a good actress for her. Yeah, it doesn't, because that could easily not work. She could easily not bounce off of him the same way. But
you know what? I've got the episode streaming here on my second screen, and they're actually at like in that town. I can kind of see what you mean. Actually, the sets themselves do just look really fake.
Yeah, but it's more the image for me. But you know, it could be the sets. I'll have to watch it again. But yeah, so they find out that they have to get to this train, which is going to take them to an arc, which is going to get them off the planet. So they believe. So you kind of get this. What's that? I forget what the show is. But yeah, they get to this train where apparently only rich people are able to get on. Typical. Typical. Doesn't matter what planet you're on.
It's like that film, isn't it?
Snowpiercer. That's what I was trying to say.
Is it the day after? Is it the day after tomorrow?
Oh yeah, but Snowpiercer.
No, 2012, where they're all trying to get onto like those arcs.
Yeah.
But you've got to have been selected to get onto them.
That's true. But the train remind me of Snowpiercer because mankind all just living on this train, but only the rich are at the front of the train where everything's nice and complicated. I still got to watch that show, man. It was a good show. I just never got finished it.
Like every other show that was good that you never finished.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. So they finally get there. Loki pulls one of his tricks, pretends to be one of the guards.
And again, Sylvie arguing with him, saying this is not a plan. This is just like you wearing a guard's costume.
Still a plan? That still counts.
That was a plan, I thought.
Yeah.
That was a great plan. He got on the train. No fighting, no muss.
Exactly. But he fucks up once they're on the train because he gotta get drunk.
Party.
Singing
you'd actually think somebody like somebody with magical powers and a god wouldn't be affected by alcohol.
Especially as Guardian. You think they're much safer against drink, but he got fucked up completely. Singing his Nordic songs, which everyone seemed to know the lyrics to, which was a bit weird.
And it was very odd. Well, I guess very odd, but the fact that someone went and called the guards because he was singing. And you can imagine if it was just him and everyone else was annoyed, but other people were standing with him and singing
Yeah.
along.
Plenty of people, but there's always those
Yeah.
party poopers.
Yeah.
All the motherfuckers that don't like to see people having fun. How dare you have fun when I'm not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, before he did get drunk, though, they did have a really heartwarming scene between him and Sylvia where he was telling her about his mother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I thought was actually like a really beautiful scene, right? Because I guess he didn't get to experience her death; he just saw it and read about it.
Yeah. That's horrible to see it on the screen.
Yeah,
It's crazy. But yeah, we don't get nothing from her, even though she does seem to react to the song that he's singing. Like she seems to have some sort of connection to it. Like you see some emotion in her face. Maybe that's just me, but I was picking up on that. It seemed to mean something.
Yeah, no, there was something there. Like it was like she wanted to say something, but just couldn't bring herself to do it.
I was imagining that maybe her mother sang her that song when she was a child or something. Who knows? So, so obviously she's not a Frost Giant then. She must be something else. If she is a Loki, she has a different origin. I want to know. Come on, man. God, it's episode per week.
See, there you go. Again,
annoying.
don't ever tell me episode a week is better because it's not.
Annoying. So yeah, then the guards come, they big fisticuffs. I can't remember what happened after that.
Good little fight scene actually. There's a little bit where he I don't know if he intentionally throws the dagger and misses and it hits the wall and
I think
a little bit of banter between them. Yeah, but I love the way that the guards just pick him up and just throw. It's like it was done very comically, right?
Yeah, he kicked one guard out the window and then they grabbed him and just threw him out the hole and then she just went and jumped after him. And that's when the tempad got busted.
The only thing I could think about that scene was like he's lost his jacket while he'd been thrown out.
No,
like he had it on while they threw him, and then when he got up, it'd gone.
Annoying. So yeah, now they're back. That's when they come up with the idea of get to the Ark. So they weren't that far away.
Yeah,
they can still walk.
They walked, but he did say this is like the most walking I've ever done.
Yeah,
and then he was saying stuff like, "Why don't you enchant me, and I'll just walk in my sleep."
I know. Has Loki ever flown? In the movies, I'm sure he's at least levitated at one point.
But he is capable of just disappearing and then reappearing, right?
Yeah, but maybe it was all an illusion. It wasn't real. I don't know. It's not really consistent. His power set, what he can do.
It's not.
It changes.
Because there's also stuff in if you look at the other films where he looks like he's really bloody strong as well. Yeah. And in this episode, he's not struggled, but if he was that strong.
Yeah, that's true. He shouldn't have gotten his ass kicked by those guards. Yeah, he should have just been throwing them all over the place easily.
Yeah, do you remember Hulk just like taking him like this and bashing him? And he didn't break any bones. He didn't have blood coming off of his face.
Yeah. He's a friggin' Frost Giant / Asgardian. He should be madly powerful. Yeah. But I don't know. That's the problem when you have all these different writers doing this stuff, man. Level consistency can't always be kept. But anyway, so they get to the little town. Or the little city, wherever it is, where the Ark is, and shit still kicks off, man. All the meteor, the planet, the moon splits and it goes into overdrive, and then the Ark gets hit, and oh fuck.
And then you see it happen, don't you? So yeah, it's like that Ark never left, so they were planning to like change history, but you see it all go south.
Yeah, but guards are still trying to arrest them or kill them. The world's coming to an end, but these guys are still wanting to do their job to the last minute.
That's what you call dedication to your job. We could do with a lot of that here on Earth.
Come on, man. Yeah. So where's that going to leave us to the next episode, man?
Yeah. So I was kind of wondering, would they somehow find another way to fix the pad, right? Or is this where you get a guest appearance and someone comes out of the blue to save them?
That has to be it. Maybe Owen Wilson finds them. I keep calling him Owen Wilson. Morbius.
Yes. Morbius,
yeah. Maybe
that's when they take him, and maybe that's when they tell him that you're actually a variant yourself, but you've had your mind wiped. Yeah. And I wonder if that would be enough to like turn him against the TVA, right? Because they've literally taken away his life, taken away his memory, enslaved him.
Yeah, they're all enslaved, basically. Yeah. But they'd have to tell everyone. They'd have to try and magnify her abilities to just wipe everyone's memory for it to really have a real effect.
So, like, by the end of this, the timeline could be completely mashed.
I know. And will it have a significant impact on what comes next for the films? Because they can't do it too much. because you don't want to have to explain that stuff in the film so the people that didn't watch Loki. So it can't be too big an impact.
They're going to have to feel like they need to pay that $6.99 a month to Disney.
Yeah, they never do that though, man. They're always careful with how much. But I hope it does have some effect.
That was the old world. This is the new world now.
Yeah. I was actually going through, little sidebar. I was back on Disney Plus after watching Loki, and I figured I kind of forgotten. Oh yeah, Stars is there. This other app on the side.
Yeah.
And I went in there. They've added a lot more, man. I was going through it. I was like, fuck, that was too much. There's abundance of riches there. It's too much to go through.
There's absolutely tons of stuff there. And obviously, the one I'm looking forward to that they're adding next month is the Golden Girls.
I just want to hear the theme song. That's what I want to hear.
I want to see the Quentin Tarantino episode again.
Was that Quentin Tarantino episode?
Quentin Tarantino guest starred as a musician, as an Elvis Presley impersonator.
Wow.
Have you never seen that?
No, I don't remember that.
And he basically used money he saved and residual money that he got from his appearance in Golden Girls to bankroll Reservoir Dogs.
Shit! So the Golden Girls, if it wasn't for them, Quentin Tarantino's career may never have happened. He might still be working in not a video show because there ain't no more, but
exactly. If if it wasn't for like what's her name? Lucy Arnaz, I Love Lucy, Star Trek may never have happened. Because it was her production company originally that financed and bankrolled that.
Crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna have to spend a lot more time on Stars, man. Because even just old shows, the stuff that was always worried about disappearing off of Amazon. Now I feel comfortable that I can properly watch Buffy with Angel and all these other things.
Yeah, you can watch all of these shows, right, and then just stop watching them like after like the first season.
I'm still watching what's it? Veronica Mars. Still watching that.
Still Buffy and Angel. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I've still got like the last half of season 5 of Angel to do, and I started that again last week.
When did season 1? When did they start to go parallel? What season was it?
You'll know that because Angel leaves at the end of season 3. So season 4 and then season 1. Yeah, but then I think it's the final season. So season 7 of Buffy and season 4 of Angel, because they're on different networks, they go a little bit out of sync. So there's actually, you'll have to go and look it up. There's actually a guide if you want to like watch it properly.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, definitely want to get back to it. But so much on there. It's too much. Anyway, back to Loki. But that's pretty much it for the episode. So I just want to know, there isn't that many episodes left. How is Richard E. Grant going to pop up in this? And there's supposed to be other Marvel characters popping up in this, but was it all bullshit? Was it like Doctor Strange? They were planned to be in the show, like he was supposed to be in WandaVision, but then for some reason, at the last minute, 11th hour, it didn't happen.
I was going to say exactly what I was about to ask. I was like, is he actually going to show up, or is this going to be like another Doctor Strange?
We'll see, I guess. How many episodes left? 3, 4?
3 episodes.
3, not much. Enjoy it while it lasts, guys. Because what's the next one after this?
Turner and Nooch.
I heard about that. Coming back.
It is going to be the next show. That's coming, I think, like July 15th or something.
Bloody Turner and Hooch, man. Drake and Josh guy.
That'll be like our weekly show.
That. Damn it. Yeah, what is the next Marvel show? I've forgotten.
I don't think they've actually announced anything yet, so it could well be the that one-shot show.
There's the What If.
Yeah, the What If. That's the one I was doing. So that probably most likely because haven't seen it.
No, we've got Hawkeye. That one's been finished.
But has it been finished? Has it gone into post? And is it ready to show?
Yeah, it'll be a ways away, but it's this year at some point. Yeah, at some point. And of course Hulk as well, the procedural legal action superhero drama.
That's currently filming though, right?
Yeah, but I still don't know how that's gonna work, man.
That one actually sounds like it could be a load of fun.
Superhero courtroom drama.
Yeah. It's like they're covering all their bases now, right? It's like people love procedurals.
Mad. Mad.
Like procedurals and courtroom procedurals and medical procedures are like the two biggest like dramas
Yeah.
on TV.
It's true. It's true.
Imagine if you could get like the people who wouldn't watch a comic book stuff and like lie to them and get them in because it's a courtroom drama.
Get those female viewers, man. It's working. Anyway, so that's it for this week. Episode 3, Lamentis? Lamentis. Yeah. Loki, loving it. Slower episode, but I like the character stuff. I like getting to know Sylvia, as I will call her from now on. Lady Loki. Yeah. Where would it go from here? What do you guys think? Well, how can they get in contact with us if they want to let us know?
Folks, if you want to email us, we are at tatmpodcast@gmail.com. If you want to tweet at us, we are Talking Movies 3. And if you want to follow us on Instagram, we are Talking at the Movies.
That's it, on the Voltron Network on YouTube. So from me, Idris.
Meet Mo.
Catch you guys next week.